The third phase of menopause is emergence. It grows out of surrender, and there'll come a time when you start to notice that new shoots emerge, that your desire from wanting to just nap all day and be very still starts to change, and through that deep winter rest, these little shoots start to emerge. And there'll be new shoots of possibilities, of energy, of ideas. So you might be thinking, oh, well, what if I went to that dance? Or maybe I could do that. That would be cool. And you'll feel so relieved to feel any kind of impulse to go out there that you very often we just run out and do it because there's a possibility of something other than resting happening, and that was certainly true for me. But these early days of emergence are still a wintry time, and they're still a very tender time. If you think of the new shoots of seedlings getting tricked by early spring sun to come out early and then getting frozen by the frost, like magnolia flowers coming out early in the year and then getting frozen, it can be pretty ugly, right? Our task as the new energy arises is to receive it, is to receive the ideas, to receive the energy as it emerges, and to contain it for ourselves. So this is a different pattern to before, where we might have given it away. As soon as the new energy comes in, we go and get busy and give it away out there in the world. But now in this emergence, our task is to contain it for ourselves. Because if we've been stripped bare in separation and stood naked in surrender, in emergence, we can allow this new energy to repopulate us, to repopulate our souls maybe, to fill ourselves up again before the cycle begins again in second spring. And in real life, what happens is we make a practice run at sort of reassuming our life, getting back to normal, usually with our old patterns. And then we fall on our faces and then retreat back again. You know, it's very human. It's a very human process. And in a way, it's about finding our new edge and finding out how to be in a different way. So we will fail, and that's okay. You know, it's still a case for treating ourselves tenderly and bringing ourselves back. To come home to ourselves and to regroup and to attend to those sore knees and bashed toes, you know, but to try it out for size. And if we know what to expect in this third phase of menopause, in this emergence, then we can forgive ourselves and go back to our self-care practices that we've developed over the previous years. And emergence is messy. It is messy. And if you think of the metaphor of the butterfly, if the butterfly gets impatient and the carapace is stripped too early, the cocoon rather is stripped too early, then the butterfly isn't ready to come out. It's too soon. So it requires that we fill ourselves as much as we can before second spring. And by now you'll have found the self-care and the rhythms that suit you, and you'll continue to be held by the structures that you've put in place and the self-care that you've put in place. And the medicine from separation and from surrender still apply here in emergence.